Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Bald Metal Nerd coming at you with another vid. This is a response to Mind Over Metal's uh, thread starting the top five step ups. I'm going to give it a little bit of a different title. I'm going to call this the top five comeback albums, where I felt a band maybe did something a little weaker and then kind of roared back. And some of these are to lesser or greater degrees than others. So um, now on some of these, I don't have the worst album because I honestly don't think they're worth owning, and I will explain why when I show them. So, but on two of them, I do own the lesser album. I'm going to start off with what I think is probably the smallest step up in quality because the album I'm going to show first is this Anthrax State of Euphoria. I actually do not hate this album. I actually let's see here, one, two, about half of the songs on here I think are pretty good. So I think it is a slightly above average album. It's not great, but I definitely do enjoy this album, and I definitely think it's worth, if you're an Anthrax fan, I think it's worth owning. So that's pretty much what I feel is, basically starts with that, and we go to Persistence of Time, their final the first time before Belladonna came back. This album friggin' rules. Front to back, this is one of the this one in my opinion is all killer, no filler, absolutely fantastic album, and a definite must own if you are an Anthrax fan. No doubt, you need to own this. Period. So there's that. Now this one I felt was a pretty significant step up from one album to the next. And I'll show the lesser album first. We're going to be looking at Megadeth's The World Needs a Hero. This thing is mediocre at best. On a good day, it's mediocre. It's a little bit below average in my opinion. It's not horrible, but I definitely would not call this good. It has some good songs on it, but overall, it's not that good of an album. Followed up with The System Has Failed. Giant improvement over The World Needs a Hero. Now, yeah, sure, it could have been Super Collider and Dystopia, but Darcy Six Strings already showed that one off. So I just thought I would do a different Megadeth step up, and I think this one applies really well because The System Has Failed has a bunch of really good songs and a few, in my opinion, bona fide Megadeth classics at this point. Now, the next two that I'm going, you know what? No, I'll save those for last. All right. Now, I don't own the lesser album on this one, not because I think it's a bad album per se. I think the songs on it are fairly decent, but the production on it is absolutely atrocious, and that's why I don't own a physical copy of it. I think it's an okay album, but it's just the production, it's infamously bad. But I do own the incredibly awesome, excellent follow-up, and there was an 8-year gap. You may know what I'm talking about already. This is the good album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Of course, I'm talking about Death Magnetic as being the worst album, and I don't hate Death Magnetic. I would rate that as a somewhat above average album. It hasn't aged as well as a lot of other Metallica's albums has, but I think it's still got some good stuff on it. But the production on Death Magnetic is just so horrendous that it's unlistenable. So go download the Guitar Hero 3 version of it, don't buy the CD or record. But Hardwired to Self-Destruct, oh my God, it is like it reminds me a lot of like classic Metallica in a modern sense. It's just, oh, I still love this album. It's been out for what, 2 years now? Yeah, 2016 is when this thing came out, and I still love the shit out of this album. I haven't gotten tired of it yet. There's so much good stuff on Hardwired. This is a definite must-have if you are a Metallica fan. It is so freaking good. Now, I'm gonna show 2 albums by bands that are ridiculously giant step ups from their previous albums, from the bad albums, which I don't own. And it's going to be pretty obvious which these, when I show one, you're probably going to instantly guess the other one before I even reveal it. So the first one I'm going to show off that, of course, is good is Iron Maiden's Brave New World. Clearly, you know, the album before this was their last Blaze Bayley album, Virtual XI, which is terrible. Not because of Blaze. It's because that album is terrible because it was like the songs were written for Bruce's voice. Because if you look at The Klansman on YouTube with Bruce singing, it's a brilliant song. It's awesome. But Blaze singing it on the record is not good. It's just like it's a total mismatch of vocals and music. They did a really bad job with Virtual XI, but holy crap, Brave New World, this is absolutely one of my favorite Maiden albums ever. Now, I don't know where it falls into my ranking because right now I'm currently listening to all of Maiden's and Priest's album, but yeah, this is fucking awesome and needs to be obviously in every Maiden's fans collection. And lastly, you already know who the next band is, probably without me saying, but whatever, I'll show this anyway. Bam! The good album, Judas Priest, Angel of Retribution, same thing. This follows up Judas Priest, Demolition, which I guess the vocals and the songs matched up, but there's no, really, in my opinion, there's no good songs on Demolition. It's just, it's a mishmash of styles, unfocused, undirected, and just, it's a bad album. It's just straight up bad. I tried to listen to it. I did not like it. And when I do my Priest video talking about their discography, I'll go into a little bit more detail why. But Angel of Retribution, you know, their reunion album with Rob. Again, this is one of my favorite Priest albums. I love this. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for my top 5 step-ups. I thought it would be a fun little response. I need to get around to doing my best albums of 1998 video, but people keep making videos. I just feel I have to do my responses to. But anyway, that's it. As always, if you like this, thumbs up. If you hate me, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And thank you to Mind Over Metal for this video idea. I'll catch you guys next time.